we sell all that?
I put it over here.
Oh.
Cleaning.
Oh, boy.
But see that room over there is going to change.
Well,
all this is going to change.
These things, they ain't even rested from the weekend.
I know.
Boy.
They put on some miles.
Oh, boy. I love that.
Yeah.
What was emotional for... Oh, somebody slide me back. Boy. Oh.
You can adjust. It's okay.
Okay, that's the first thing I see. Well, we're always going to be together, okay? Okay. Not like Chris Stropson that... Oh, well, here. Oh, man, I ain't got mine. What'd I do with it? But anyway, not like Chris Stropson that hooked up with Barbara Streisand for years and then left her, you know. I ain't got my glass. I think my grandbaby took them from me. What?
You okay? Like
no, so much going on, and then we got
these jackets that before this weekend they were the nicest, most individuals ever. Now they've been on the road up to West Virginia and cursing like a sailor now.
Oh, I love you right now. That's very David Sammartini's story that I told you years ago.
Yes.
When he first got into business, how he loved and yes sir, no sir, I love everybody. He went on the road for 3 weeks, come back, cussed everybody out. Hear me? Same thing as these jackets. But anyway, we'll get started. No, Channel 9 News is here to do a thing. I think it's all big work, but he's here to do a story on us, and I'm already running from it because he's done mention. He's known me 5 minutes. He's done mention meetings, which I don't meet no more. Okay, I don't use that.
Let's get into that because that's going to be the whole episode.
Oh yeah. No meetings, and then I heard as I walked, as he was talking to Vince, as I snuck out, I heard him say, "I've scripted some stuff." So, bro's already got 2 strikes. And they ain't even sung, and Harry Carey hadn't even sung "Take Me Out to the Ballpark." And brother done throw 2 strikes. So, anyway, that's good material. I got to save that for the show. Okay, let's get started first.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another show. Dad, you know work, you wrestle. Hear the claps. You know what time it is, George. How was your weekend?
Well, it feels great to be back home. Of course, all of our great fans know that we were just on the road taping a episode live there at Miracle on the Mountain, number 7, West Virginia.
Come out at some point in time.
It sure will. It sure will. Very awkward, I think, Bullet. I think we worked way too hard on that particular episode. Very hard for me to sit on a stool. You hear me?
Yeah.
Well, I was away.
Especially in the wrestling ring. Especially hitting the ropes in the wrestling ring was a little rough. There was a lot of action to that ring.
Especially when the padding wasn't even, and you're just trying to put the stool like in a certain place. But anyway, we did it. Okay, we're not sure what episode that may be, but it will be shown later. I don't know if you saw it. I did have one person ask me, would this be shown on y'all's YouTube channel? Now, just because it's called "Dad, You Don't Work," I don't know why. I don't know why he couldn't. Where that question would come from? I mean, just because it's called "Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle" television episode blank, and brother won't know if it's going to be showed. I couldn't answer it. So anyway, long story short, we are back home, where we belong. I was going to say back in black like AC/DC, but the brother's been having a lot of trouble there in the band. They kicked brother out. Been with him for years. Brother had hard of hearing, and they kicked him right out. But man, cutthroat business.
Which I guess all he has to do is just put hearing aids in, but he's too proud.
I know, exactly. Honestly, that's a very good point, Bullet, and we could do a whole episode on that. I would have just put earplugs in. Seriously. I think, anyway, I ain't going to get into that because somebody may allegedly write us. But I would have just put earplugs in. I ain't giving nobody my spot. You understand? Come on. Angus Young, what's his name? Malcolm.
Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson, yeah. Brian Johnson, Angus Young's the one I think passed away. Malcolm, just go to a knee, okay? That's like Ricky Morton. Ricky Morton told Jerry Lynn when he's telling him how bad his ears hurt, how bad his back hurts, he can't bump no more.
I think Jerry Lynn's ears are fine. I think it's everything else.
Oh, okay. Well, Malcolm, lead singer of AC/DC, just go to a knee. Quit taking all them bumps, okay? But anyway.
Actually, Malcolm's the drummer.
No.
It's Brian Johnson.
Hey, Brian Johnson. Gosh, how come I can't remember that? Did he just start? No, he's been with them for a while. Anyway, so much going on here, folks.
He's the Stan Lane of AC/DC.
Oh, yeah, very much.
Now you understand?
Oh, I understand.
Okay, I had to relate it back to wrestling.
Thank you for clearing that up.
Because Dennis left because he died.
Yes, he sure did.
And then they brought in Sweet Stan Lane.
They brought in Sweet Stan Lane.
Okay.
And Sweet Stan Lane has carried him.
He did the Back in Black album.
Yes, he sure did. Yeah, the big heyday. That's when I went to see him. Very high schoolish for me.
Okay.
Me and a certain lady, Dave Bryant. It broke my heart. But anyway, I thought buying AC/DC tickets would win her love. It didn't. She just used me for the tickets. But anyway, so much going on here, Bullet. People want to know why I don't want to meet. But I did give you a great compliment today. I want you to know, believe it or not, I had my annual visit, not to the doctor, but my once-a-month visit to Verizon Wireless, who hate me, only because I won. You understand, boy? Because I was there before the company even started. I was there when it was just called Verizon. You understand? Now it's Verizon Wireless. And they're trying to get all fancy. And I have been there longer than anybody in this store. The only reason you say, why, George, why don't you pay over the internet? The only reason I go in to pay with cash, because if you don't, they charge you $2 extra. Seriously, that's a true story. That's a shoot. Well, they charge you $2 extra.
And you've known that trick since it was
I sure have.
Verizon Telegraph Service.
Yes, exactly. Oh, ever since it was Verizon Pony Express. Okay, boy. So anyway, I go in today. It's very like Bill watches walking in to a UWF meeting, a dressing room. Everybody got real quiet. Nobody wants to serve me because they know here comes the guy with the $30 plan and his stupid flip phone, and we can't sell him nothing because he knows the plan's better than us. He's got unlimited everything with the $30 plan, bullet, believe it or not. So anyway, all that being said, I paid my bill. Nobody said hey to me. Nobody even like welcomed me or nothing like that. But that's okay. So I paid my $30 bill. Okay. Again, the lady said, "Do you know that we can upgrade you to where you can get more data?" Okay. Now, bullet, I'm not all that satellite smart, but unlimited, I think, means more data, if I'm not mistaken. Okay? If I've got already unlimited everything, you can't sell me no more unlimited data, can you? So anyway, that's what I told this real sweet girl who's still thinking about what the heck just happened. Okay? So then, anyway, I leave, and someone writes me and says, well, how do you do your networking? They didn't call it networking, they call it social media. I don't even know what that means. They said, how do you do social media?
Obviously, you don't even know what it
No,
means.
I don't know. I don't care. They said, how do you know?
I'm still not even sure you used the proper term.
Oh, no.
Somebody might have been asking, hey, how do you pay your bills?
Yes.
And you,
and
you're like, well, that's my social media, right?
Here's my compliment to you, my great co-host, is when she said, well, how do you do what you do? I mean, and she listed them. She said, do you have like a laptop? Which I giggled. She said, do you have, and this named something I never even heard of. This was like far spaced-ish
Desktop?
Stuff. Desktop, yes.
Yes, sir.
And then I said, excuse me, ma'am.
Which is actually a step backward.
Oh, yes.
Anyway.
I said, I don't need any of that. That's what I got Bullet Jake Manning for. You are my social, whatever it is she said that I needed, okay? But then I smartened up.
And so your grandson helps you with the computer.
Yes. And so, Bullet, I was the guy that exposed the business. And I was very Eddie Mansfield-ish to her because I said, ma'am, it's all the work anyway. She said, what do you mean? I said, because I can do everything on my $30 phone, seriously, that you do on your $400 phone. And probably not. That's probably a lie. But I do what I always do. I got a question in her mind, Bullet. So now I just kick back as I drove over here with my Wendy's tea, because Bojangles was too far out of the way, is she's probably causing trouble right now in Verizon. Somewhere, okay, Bullet? Because she thinks
she's going to go to a flip phone. She's going to go back.
Oh yeah, she sure is. Because all he knows where my kids are, okay, and they got better phones than me. If I can satellite them, I'm happy. So anyway, I don't even know why we got on that.
Well, listen, comedian Ari Shaffir, that's what he did. He had a smartphone. He realized this was all work. He went back to the flip phone. He had a conversation with Henry Rollins. He's like, you know what? Screw this. I'm at a good place right now. I've just recorded one of my specials. My TV show just wrapped, and he just left his phone behind and then just traveled the world. People didn't know where he was for like 6 weeks, a couple months at a time. He just dropped off the face of the earth. And he didn't have a phone to tell him where he needed to go. He was in places where he didn't understand the language. He's doing Joe Rogan's podcast, which is obviously going to get more viewers than this place. So the 130 people that watch this show will hop over to Joe Rogan's YouTube page to figure out how Ari Shaffir lived his life without phone technology connected to people, and then traveled the world without it.
That sounds good. Very similar to my buddy. I've told you several times on the road about my buddy Harold Sumby, that when I was a young man working in the warehouse before I chased my great dream of professional wrestling, Harold Sumby was a guy that didn't get along too good with his wife. I didn't get that part from him, but he didn't. And he's the one that went to get a loaf of bread, and true story, and stayed gone for like 10 years. Brother did. He just
such a wonderful time in the world where you could just get up, move, and say I'm a different person.
Oh, but and then we're gonna move on because I know we do got to talk a little bit about wrestling, which why kill the moment with wrestling. But anyway, I've been trying to describe me and what my purpose in life for almost 55 years. Okay, and sometimes I get close, sometimes I get close. But before the big West Virginia Championship Wrestling show that we just went to, where they had like 82 guys in 42 matches, okay, as me and you were just talking and dogging everybody there, you said a statement that will soon be on a T-shirt for me about you, and that was me. And I didn't get teary-eyed in front of you because I didn't want you to think I was a sissy. So I just walked away when I got teary-eyed. What James Draper want to chop me for saying I was a sissy? Anyway, but when you said that all I want to do, and this is true story, fans, this all George South wants to do is get on a train with a hobo.
Yeah.
That sums up, that is my purpose. Most people want to get in the Hall of Fame, WWE, WrestleMania. That's my purpose. I know I've waited longer in life, so I can't be running down beside the train like Clint Eastwood and jump in. That's going to be too hard. I will have to stand there on the steps and let the train come to a complete stop, okay? But, and the hobo will probably have to help me in, okay? After the hobo spends a week with me, brother's going to go get a job. He's going to feel so bad about, he's going to feel so sorry for me, brother's going to go get a job.
It's going to be like the part in Pee-wee's Big Adventure where he's singing Jimmy Crack going, I don't care, and then dive off. Like,
so, that was my purpose, and I'm still searching out that dream.
yeah, but well, basically the point of that statement is like, wrestling, it has become
very difficult.
Here's the stick with the train metaphor. Is the idea that, you know, we're a hobo. We don't want a regular job.
That's right.
We want to travel. We want to be able to drop our flip phone off and travel the world and just figure it out.
Yes.
You know, we just want to hop on the back of a train with a hobo with a sense of, I don't know what's coming next. It's an adventure, and let's just live it that way. Now, too often, people are like, well, that sounds like a great idea. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to join the railroad company, and I'm going to be riding on this rail, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to go to meetings, and I'm going to listen to what they have to say, and the regulation upon this, and they're going to take us to certain classes, and I'm going to go through schooling. I'm going to go down to a
seminars, all kind of stuff.
A seminar and a performance center, and I'm going to learn how to act and talk when I'm on this train.
I'm going to learn how to be a hobo.
I'm going to shake everybody's hand on that train, and then when I get off on the station, I shake everybody's hand at the station.
Oh, I love that.
And then shake hands when I leave, and then move to the next station.
That's a good question.
And do the next, and then dress professionally, and then have a certain brand of what train I work for, as opposed to like, you know what, I'm gonna hop on that train and see what happens with life.
Oh, I love that. And and I'll close that little part with this question. If I do, what if there's like 8 hobos on this train? Well, I don't know proper etiquette yet. Do I have to go around and shake all the hobos' hands?
No, because that's what they're hobos. They hop to, they got the sense of adventure. You just gotta give a nod, like, what's up, and that's it.
Yeah, exactly.
Good to see
you. And
you.
then they just slide over.
Anybody over here? No. Okay.
Yeah. I love that.
Anybody here? No. Cool.
Yeah. So I don't want to get all wrestling. Oh, I understand exactly what you're saying. So I will be welcomed with open arms on that hobo train, and I can just nod. I ain't got to walk around and shake their hand as I meet them and then shake their hand as I leave, too.
No, because that's the person who's working the cab. Who works for Norfolk Southern.
I love
that's what he has to do at every station.
I love that, Bullet. That's my life. So anyway, thank West Virginia Championship Wrestling for having Bullet Jake Manning and Mr. Number 1 George South there. Huge night, Bullet. A lot of guys, a lot of matches, great time. I want to put a little shout out to Eric Foster and Cody Green. A little complaint, but no big complaint, is that you didn't feed us, but that's okay. Not that I went for the food, okay? But it's like I've said about being a promoter in wrestling. Once you pay somebody, even if you give brother a little gas money, you can't go back, okay? So, guys, listen to me, Eric and Cody. Y'all have fed me, and fed me well. And then, none. You understand what I'm saying, Bullet? So, I did actually go for the wrestling, but the food was a good plus. Well, but I understand, times is tough on everybody.
That's what we're doing with healthcare. So, you're not getting a plate of spaghetti. It's a little different than people losing the healthcare coach.
So, times have changed, okay? So, but I'm changing with it. 55 years old. Anyway, Bullet, anything going on this week? And I need to shut up and give you.
I'm just going to Northeast Wrestling. I am on the verge of going 0-49 and 0-50. I'm about ready to hit that 0-50 mark for Northeast Wrestling this weekend. So.
And the following, of course, we'll have another show before then, but next Friday night, Bullet Jake Manning, Mr. Number 1 George South, and I should probably put a number behind it, like 42. We will be in Hickory, big outdoors, the big lights on the softball field, baseball field, Hickory, we're gonna do it one more time. Bullet, okay? You're gonna keep letting me get in the ring with you till we get it possibly right.
Yeah.
Okay, is that okay?
That's it.
So anyway, a lot of going on.
I'm gonna allow you to tater me again
boy.
on the flying burrito.
Oh boy, I got one left in me. Okay, well I got one left in me, but yeah, you're gonna be the one to take it.
I'm just waiting for the day where you have to spring off of a chair to do it.
Oh
nearly killed
you gotta catch. Oh boy, listen to me. You got good memory. There's stuff I have shared with you.
Which is a curse. Which is an absolute curse.
I know.
Because not only do I have a good memory of all the good stuff, I have a memory of all the bad stuff.
Oh, yes. Boy, I have shared stuff with you in an intimate setting with just me and you going down the road, and I've forgotten it. But it just cherishes my heart, makes me feel warm that you remember.
That somebody's listening.
You are actually listening, boy.
Yeah, I'm actually listening.
Dang, man, I kind of like that when somebody listens. But anyway, a lot going on. Idiot of the Week. If you don't mind, Bullet, please. Of course, I'm going to do all of our fans a big favor. Of course, you have not saw the episode that we did live where I throwed the producers in Hollywood in the Idiot of the Bag.
And you gave away spoilers.
Oh, yes. So, what I'm going to do real quick, Bullet, in fairness, because I got to think about that all week.
Because certain somebody
told
everybody the ending of
Logan.
Which
I'm
is
still hot.
Which I assume just hit the cheap theaters.
Oh, yeah.
Hence why you probably saw it. No offense.
Very much. Very much.
But I don't see you spending $15.
Oh gosh, no, boy.
So I assume that Logan is now in the $5 theater.
Oh,
and
yes.
It's still in kind of heavy circulation. Yes. This gentleman right here told everybody in Bluefield, West Virginia, what happens at the end of Logan.
I sure did. So. $15, they better end up killing all superheroes. Anyway, that's another story. But so what I'm gonna do here, real quick, to show that hey, I understand. I've been thinking about it a lot week. That's not the first time that I've done it. I am gonna basically, real quick, throw people in the idiot bag that spoil the end, because I know how I feel in wrestling when they do it. You know, so I'm actually gonna throw someone in the idiot bag that actually gave away the finish to a movie without thinking, okay? But I'm not going to say who that idiot.
No. Here we're discussing that. Should we also throw in Tony Schiavone because he gave away the finish to Mick Foley winning the world title? Do we put Tony? Oh
Schiavone yes.
Do we put
That's
him?
That's what I'm talking. Exactly.
Let's put Tony Schiavone in there.
And oh boy, oh my gosh, we started Sunday. And a couple months ago, didn't they go ahead and tape a whole season of Lucha Underground? And somebody got on the internet and actually revealed, even before it was showed, they revealed the finishes to the whole upcoming season of Lucha Underground.
Let's go ahead and put that in there.
Put that in there too. So now I love having a bunch of people in there because y'all don't know if I meant me or not. Okay?
You're there with good company.
That's exactly
Now
right.
you might have to shake all those people's hands. You can't just walk in and give them an eye.
Oh my God! Well,
is this spot taken? No. All right, cool.
I need my own idiot back for me. So anyway, a lot of stuff going on, folks. Anything real quick? You just going up Northeast Wrestling?
Northeast Wrestling, and then do that with you, and then I'm kind of light the rest of the month, which I'm kind of looking forward to.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. So, folks, listen to me. And my special friends, I want to give a shout out to all you hobos out there. Don't worry, I'll be coming soon, and I will have the hobo edition of
the second greatest book of all time. And you know, this can come by planes, trains, or automobiles to you when you order it at highspots.com. If you know more about what I'm doing this weekend and see if I actually go 0-50 at Northeast Wrestling, you can follow me at ManScoutManning on Instagram and at ManScoutManning on Twitter. This has been another edition of Dad, You Don't Work, You Wrestle.
Good show. Bullet, man, you're going to be tired of me, Bullet. It's like, what, 2 shows in like 4 days, 2 days, 3 days, Bullet. Thank you, boy. I get a little worried when I'm way back there. I'm way back there. With
I was moving some stuff. We updated the set, and that's why I'm getting.
So it wasn't really done like intentionally.
No, definitely not.
Okay.